I knew that thumbnail headline would bring you in here. So we beat the Bryan Bros by 1. Recently, they made a video and they played a course in Chicago for $13, and it was a kind of a short course, par 65. I think Wesley shot 56 or 7, and George shot 59. Bryan Bros are my favorite YouTube players. I watch all their videos. But in this case, I didn't unfortunately get to play them. I would love to play with them on their channel or mine someday, but what I beat them at was, I beat them by $1 on the green fee. Found a course on Golf Now for $11.99. Augie and I went and played it. I was surprised the course was pretty good. It's a little brown because it's lack of rain, not because it's in bad shape. The greens were good. It's a normal length course, 6,700 yards, I think, from the back tees. Everything was fine, so I don't really know why it was so cheap, but we enjoyed it. So come along with us and check it out. It's at Fayetteville, North Carolina, and it's called Baywood. So here we go. Let's get on over to the video and get started. Well, hey everybody, Geezer Tony here, back with another fun golf video. Today we are at Baywood Golf Club in Eastwood, North Carolina. It's on the outskirts of Fayetteville. I've been wanting to come here. I've been seeing it on Golf Now a lot, and I wanted to come here and check it out. So we're going to go out here. I'm going to show you around the clubhouse and the area, and then we're going to get out and just play the course and see, you know, how it goes today. So here's a view of the clubhouse as we come in, and we're just going to walk in there and take a quick look around, see what the place is all about. Everything looks very nice and neat. Nice flowers. While we're out here, this course does have a range, and it looks pretty decent. I don't see any mats. I only see grass, and I do see grass, so you know that's a plus. A lot of ranges that don't have mats have bare dirt, so this range here looks pretty decent. We're going to walk on into the clubhouse here and just take a quick look around. Okay, and as we come in the front door, we see we've got a nice lunchroom cafeteria here. And here's the pro shop in here, very well stocked, very nice. Got a lot of equipment in here. And we've already checked in. The guys here behind the counter were very nice. Decent for no warm-up. And then we lost audio for a while, so I'm going to narrate for a bit. For a bit, and at some point I think it comes back on. We didn't know this until I did the editing. So I had 92 yards left straight ahead. Hit a 52 wedge on. I left it about 25 feet short. Here's Augie. He's got a 30-foot on, almost the same line. So I get a little bit of a read off of his, and I see he's going a little left. So, and again, we didn't get to putt any either. So we'll warm up. So I've got a 20-footer here for bird. Play a little too far right, and it just didn't come in, but not a bad putt. So we start off with a par. Number 2 was a par 3, about 152. I think I hit 8 iron there, maybe 9. Augie hit something, and he's on the far left side of the green. The flag's over on the right, and then I'm up there. Pretty sure I hit 9 at 150, and I hit almost the same shot he did as far as where it went. So we're both on the green. Then I think I lost the camera here for a minute, but we both made par. So we're on the 3rd hole now. Augie hits a pretty good drive, and I'm seeing the hole going left, and I'm a little worried about going through the fairway on the right. So I decided to hit 3-wood, and it's a good thing I did, because it just didn't turn over for me, and it went out right. And had I hit drive right, I'd been in big trouble. But even so, I left myself behind this huge pine tree. It looks like I could get over it from here, but in real life, there was no way. So I try to take I think I had about a 130 something there. I try to take a
a 6 iron and bump it around and cut it, and I hit it real fat and just didn't go anywhere. Kind of disappointing. And left myself about 40 yards, I believe, pitch shot uphill a little bit, and I hit what I thought was a pretty good pitch shot. It just didn't stop, and it just ran and ran and went way to the back of the green. So I've got like a 40-footer or so for a par. And all you can see his ball in there, that's for birdie. So he's got it in tight for birdie. So I hit this real long putt pretty well, and almost drained it, but so there's a bogey for me. And argues over about a 5 or 6 footer for bird, and he cans it. So I'm one over, he's one under. Next hole is par five. I think it was like 460, so I missed the sign there. I hit a good drive down the left side. Actually drew the ball. He cuts it, so that was pretty good for him. I'm playing away from the dog leg, and I feel like maybe if I can hit a good one, I can get there in two. And you can see the ground's kind of dry there. It's not that it's in bad shape; they just need rain real bad. I hit a real good drive down the right center, nailed it pretty hard. I get down there and I've got 190 to the green, and I don't have a 190 club with me. So I say, well, I hit this 6 iron, usually goes 180. Ground's hard, maybe it'll bounce on. So I hit it and hit it pretty solid, but very low. And you're going to see in just a minute here. It did. It went straight at it, and it bounced up on the green, no problem. So I've hit this par five in two, and I got this for eagle. You see Augie's pitch shot going up there by the hole, and he's basically, I give him that one. So he's two birds in a row, and he's two under. And here I am trying to two putt to get back to even. Which I hit a pretty good putt. It just came up just a little weak, but good enough to tap in for the bird. So then we get to number five, par four. It's a short one. It's a kind of a layup hole. There's a water hazard out there, and I couldn't decide what to do. Augie's hitting an iron trying to lay up to the water, and he pushed it out to the right and wasn't very happy with that. And then I decided, I measured and said, well, it's 217 or 219 to carry the water, so I'm going to go for it. So I pull out the driver and I hit a pretty uncharacteristic cut into the right trees. Not very good at all. And I'm lucky that I even have a shot. It could have bounded farther away than it did. So now I've got this, I think this was a 90 yard or an 80 yard, I don't remember, punch under those limbs. And I think I used, if I remember right, I used an 8 iron just to keep it down. So I'm trying to just punch it through there and get somewhere near the green and rely on the short game for par. And it came off pretty good. Went through there real nice and bounded up and actually got on the green, although it was on the far back side. I was pretty happy with it. So now I've got another 35, 40 footer trying to save par. Left that in kind of short. And you're going to see that's a common theme. The greens were a little slow. Left a lot of putts short, but I managed to get that one for par. Meanwhile, Augie's putting here for par, I do believe, and he got it. No, that must have been for bogey because his score went down. So he went ahead and hit first on this hole while I was messing with the camera, and there's water over there, and he went in the water. Definitely need to turn it left here, and it's not a shot he has right now. So I decided to hit driver. It's a kind of a shortish hole anyway, but I decided to hit driver and turn it over, and was pretty successful doing that. I might have overdone it just a little bit, but it was safe. It was fine away from the water. And we get up here to the second shot, and I've got like 92 yards or something. I've got a brand new sand wedge that this might have been the second round I was using it, and I'm not used to it yet. I like it a lot, but being it wasn't a full shot, I kind of dumped that one. I won't say dumped it. I didn't hit it bad. I just didn't put enough swing on it. Dumped it in the bunker. Now I'm talking about the wedge. It's a ping 56-degree 10 bounce wedge. And this is my first ever bunker shot with it. Came out okay, a little left. I ended up about 4 to 5 feet for par. And I managed to get that one too. So I'm hanging in there even now. Augie is putting for, I think, bogey here. And he didn't get it, so he made double there. Now we come to a par 3. Don't remember the yardage, but it was a 9-iron, and they didn't have any grass over there. They put a mat out there. They had a couple of them like that. And I hit off the mat and pulled it a little left over that bunker on the left side, pin high, but off the green. Augie pulled his also and was in the bunker. So now we're scrambling for par up here. And I hit a pretty good chip here out of this rough. You can see Augie's ball up by the hole where he had a great bunker shot. He saved par out of the bunker, and I saved par out of the edge of the rough. So on to another par 5, and this one's funny. This is a hard dog leg left, and I was up there talking to Augie about don't try to cut the corner, just hit it straight out at that mound you see straight away, and play away from the dog leg and all this fun stuff. And then what do? Not purposely, I wasn't trying to draw it or anything, but I kind of toe hooked that one into the trees over there. It bounded in, and I thought, well, maybe I can punch it out. And not sure where the green was. And I got over there and found it, and the green was straight ahead, right where you can see the bunker. And I ended up only having 172 to it, so I kind of took a shortcut and got lucky because the fairway goes down around the right side of those green bushes and whatever you see there. So I've got 7-iron to a par 5. Unfortunately, I didn't do a good job with it. I kind of semi-bladed it, cut it, and then it went to the right. It was safe, but it just was not. And the gnats are getting to me. Hit it up under this pine tree, and I got a 40-yard pitch. I had a pretty decent pitch. One of those, had it carried 1 more yard, it would have probably been all over the hole, but it just didn't quite get there, and that slowed it down. So I ended up with another 20-footer for birdie on a par 5. You know, on a hole that short and having that short of a shot, you'd hope for something better than 20 feet for birdie, but there it is. And once again, didn't hit it. And here's Augie putting for, I'm thinking he made bogey there. So then we get to the next hole and say, I think we're only going to see the tee shot here. Slight dog leg right. Missed the shot tracer on this one too, but it was down the left side. Number 10, par 4, 413, slight dog leg left. Okay, 404, slight dog leg left. We just need to get it out there and play. That'll be fine. Got 145 left to a tuck pin behind that right bunker. I'm going for the middle of the green with this pitching wedge. The gnats are getting a little rough out here too. All right, good swing. That's a fat wedge shot. We're left with a 40-foot chip downhill. Shouldn't be anything too terrible. Oh, holy cow. Number 11, par 5, 507. Looks like water down the right side and a slight dog leg right. We're going to play safe and hit it out to the left. Great. I don't think I can reach the trouble over there. what I was trying to do. Yeah. It didn't work. We have 219 left, 220 basically. And I've got a new toy. Well, it's not exactly new. It's a 4 hybrid that I ordered. It's a used one. And it only goes about 200, but it should bounce on, I would think. So we're gonna give it a try. I've only hit it a few times. Sorry, 4 hybrid. We've got about a 50-yard pitch up the hill here. Still could get lucky and make birdie. So get this one kind of high. Switched cameras, and I still don't think the audio is working, so I'm hoping you can hear me through the camera mic. On 12 par 4, 369, and I've got 102 left, and a little breeze at me, but I'm still going to hit this new 52 wedge. Maybe I can push it a little bit, not push it, but push the length. It's on there. I don't know how close, but well, as I suspected, I probably could have hit one more club. I'm about 30 feet. Pretty straight. Could come left at the end. Number 13, par 4, 357, dogleg left. 357. Want to go left of those bushy trees straight ahead. Gnats are getting bad out here. A little bit left again. It's okay, but I'm hitting it a little left. 102 again. Again, I'm going to try to hit this sand wedge there. Maybe I can hit it better than I did that last one. Get it all the way to the hole. That was a little fat and it's on the front fringe. I'm about 6 feet off the green. About a 40-foot chip. I'm going to go with gap wedge this time. If I'd have hit it, I'd have had another one. I get to save par out of the bunker. Yes, sir. Looks like I could have hit one more club. I got 30 feet again. Breaking lift. Good try. I'll do for par. Whew, almost. Number 15. Par 5, 508. Looks like I got a dog leg left way up the fairway a bit with a pond left of that. Wow. Just go, get past the corner wherever that is. Let's see if we can get the body through and not pull it this time. Really move it. Good ball. Okay, sorry I had the camera off again. Hit the second shot. I hit a 5-wood 215 pin high right. Got an uphill lie here and about a 40-yard pitch on it. I need to get it all the way up there. There's no room to stop it. Okay, we've got about 15 feet. It looks fairly straight. Bam! Got birdie. 40 and more water out there again. Dog leg right. It'll do. It ain't pretty, but it'll play. Good as a good one. Okay, I'm going with 3 wood just to try to be safe. We're not sure where everything is out there. I hope it's good. It should 116 gap wedge. It's on the green, but about as far as you can get from the hole.
Go! Go!
Another good one by Augie. Once again, 35 feet. Breaking left. Look out. Oh! Five. I'm going with 7. Off the bare dirt.
There it is. Oh, get here. That's what mine did.
Right. Number 18, finally. 376 par 4 straight ahead. Got away with it. I pulled a little cutting back.
Good ball.
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. It is now. Oh, we're left with 95 yards. Green slightly raised, so that should equate to about 100. Let's see if we can get this this new 56 wedge up there. I'd like to hit one close. Well, at least hit a good shot. And I pulled it again. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's 20 feet left. So I thought out in the fairway, I'm about 20 feet left. Pretty straight. It looks like it could die right if I baby it, which I've been doing all day. Left that one 2 inches short too. It didn't matter if it died or not. I'll get one last putt for par. Number 18. For a senior. And so that's about it for Baywood. We enjoyed the course. It was a little dry. Otherwise, we were very pleasantly surprised at what we got for the money for $12, 11.99 on Golf Now. It was a good, decent course. So we will be back. You can see the scores up at the top. So I'll just say this is Geezer Tony, and I will see you in the next one.